So it's the start of the 2-week Minecraft phase and you need a server for you and your friends. But you're not trying to spend a ton of money on server hosting. Well, if you have an old PC like this one, you can actually turn this into a full-fledged Minecraft server. So guys, I'll be walking you through exactly step-by-step on how to do that if you have a PC like this. Now, before we get into it, let's actually talk about what we have here. This is the Dell Optiplex 3010. It has an i5-3470, 8GB of DDR3 RAM, and a 128GB SSD. Now, of course, this PC is definitely not anything special, but for running a small Minecraft server with 3 to 4 people, it should be completely fine. Now, if you don't have a PC like this, you can get something similar for around $40 to $50. I would recommend trying to get something with a little bit better specs, but at least get something with 8GB of RAM, an i5 4th gen or newer, and at least 128GB of storage. But with that, guys, let's get right into building the server.
Alright guys, so before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I just released my brand new wallpaper pack called the Japan Collection. Now, this is 6 8K wallpapers that are inspired by Japanese culture and landmarks, and the one you see on my desktop here are just one of the options. So if you guys find this cool and you want to support the channel, I will leave a link in the description below that you guys can check it out. But yeah guys, let's get right into building this Minecraft server. So the first link in the description below will be to Java, because of course to run Minecraft we need Java, so of course to run the server we also need it. So what we're going to do is simply press on Windows here, we're going to go to the installer one, and we're just going to press on this link over here. And once you have that installed, we're going to head to File Explorer, and we're going to double click on this application button here. We're going to press on yes. So once you have this window open, you're just going to press on next again, and then Java will install. And just like that, we have Java installed, so we're going to move on to the next step. So this is where we actually start creating the Minecraft server. So we are going to be using today PaperMC, but there are actually tons of options that I will leave links to in the description below. The reason why I like to use PaperMC is number one, you can actually add plugins which make servers so much more interesting. And number two, it does a lot of optimizations to make sure the server runs as smooth as possible. So that's just kind of one of the things that I like. But yeah, so once we're on the papermc.io website, we're going to press on downloads, we're going to press on paper, and then we're going to press on the latest version here, which is 1.21.11, and press on the blue button. And once we have that, what we need to do is actually create a folder for a server. So we're just going to create it right on my desktop here. So what we're going to do is right click, press on new, and then folder, and then you can name this whatever you want. I don't know where my wallpaper went, but we're going to type in Minecraft server here. So once we have the folder installed, we're simply just going to open it up. And what we need to do is move the jar that we just downloaded into this folder. So we're going to open another file explorer. You're going to see the paper.1.21.11 jar. And we're just going to simply just drag this over here. Once we have that, what we need to do is rename this. So we're going to right click on it, press on rename, and we're simply just going to type in server. Now that we have this into the folder, what we're going to actually do is simply just double click on it, and this will actually start the server. So you might actually see that some files are going to be installed here. So we're just going to wait a little bit so everything can load in. Okay, so after about 20 to 30 seconds, you should see that there are a couple of folders and some text files. What we're going to do is press on this EULA text file. We're going to open it up here. And as you can see, it says that EULA equals false. So what we're going to do is simply just turn that into true. And once you do that, you're just going to press on file and then save, and then we can close this up. Now we're going to double click on the server jar again, and this will actually open our server and give us a command prompt that we can use. So as you guys can see, the command prompt is now up, and basically our server is basically up and running now. But what we need to do now is let our friends actually join, because right now only people that are on our network can actually join. So that's where we come to the third service, which is called playit.gg. So basically this program is going to allow us to open a proxy so that our friends can actually join. But just a quick disclaimer guys, you should only really be creating this Minecraft server for friends that you fully trust and really know, because since you are running this server on your own network, there are definitely a lot of risks that come with that. So just keep that in mind and make sure you play with, friends that you know in person and people that you know will not DDoS attack you. But once we are on the playit.gg website, we're simply going to press on download. We're going to press on Windows installer. You might see that the Windows is actually blocking it, but don't worry, playit.gg is completely safe. So what you have to do is press on the 3 dots here and press on keep, and then another window will come up. So you're just going to press on the 3 dots again and then press on keep anyway. So yeah, we're going to press on the installer here. We're just going to go through the process. So just press on next, and then install. Press yes here again, and yeah, there we go. Playit.gg is now installed on our computer here. What we're going to do is just close up both of these tabs, and we're going to actually search up the playit.gg application that should be on your PC now. We're just going to press on enter, and it will open up a terminal file here, and it will give us a link. So what we're going to do is simply copy this, Control C, and then we're going to go back to the internet browser browser, and we are going to paste this in. And basically this will bring us to this page here. Now what we're gonna have to do is press on create an account at the bottom here. And this is where I would actually recommend creating an account, since you guys will be using this server for a lot longer than I am. Since this is only really for a tutorial, I'm just going to use a guest account, but I would highly recommend actually creating an account. So what I'm going to do is press on guest account here, and this is where we're going to actually have to create an agent. So what we're going to do is press on this green button right here. It's going to say download and run the Play It program. We already have that open, so we're going to press on yes, it's running. And this is where it's going to try to connect to it. So it will try connecting every 5 seconds. So it might take a little while here, so we're probably going to have to wait. So it seems for some reason it actually can't find the portal on my PC. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply press on enter code here. We're going to go back to the playa.gg terminal. We're going to copy the last digits here after the slash. Just copy this here, and we're going to paste this into the claim code and press add agent. And then we should be brought to this page, which it should be able to connect after a little while here. So if it wasn't able to connect after a little while, you can simply just close the playa.gg application and open it up again. Simply copy the link again and then paste it into the browser. And then you should get to a screen that says add new agent. So what we're going to do is simply press on continue. Agent name, we're just going to leave it as default and press on add agent here. And yeah, once that's loaded, all we have to do here is press on create tunnel. And this is where we're going to actually create the IP that our friends can join with. So we're going to leave region as global anycast. We're going to press tunnel type, and we're going to set this to Minecraft Java. Press enable tunnel and then press on add tunnel. So once everything is done loading, you will see an IP address here, and this is the link you're going to give to your friends so that they can join your server. So all you have to do is just copy this link here, and then you can just simply send this to your friends, and they should be able to join your server as long as they're on the right server version. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Our server is now up and running, and our friends can now join. The only thing that I would recommend doing here on the dashboard is simply making yourself an operator. So you can simply just doing that by typing in op, and then just putting in your username. So for example, mine is just this right here, and that will make us an operator so that we have access to all the commands. But I do also want to show you guys how you can install some plugins. So what you can simply do, there are a couple of websites that you can use. We're just going to search up plugins for Minecraft just to be kind of easy. You can use Modrinth, you can use Spigot MC. We'll use Modrinth just to be pretty simple here. But as you can see, there are a ton of different options. So if you want to add some kind of cool features to your server, add, emotes, maybe even what's it called, like voice chat, let people join on older versions. There's a ton of plugins here, so I'll let you guys check this out. There's some really cool stuff here, so I would definitely recommend taking a look at it. But yeah, guys, with that is pretty much all you need to do is create a Minecraft server. It's super simple. So if you're trying to turn one of your older PCs into a server that all your friends can join on. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Just remember, if you want to check out my wallpaper pack, there will be a link in the description below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.